Good morning, students. Welcome to Basic 1 Geology class. So, in the last video, we were discussing the general characters of phylum Annelida. Today, we shall study the classification of phylum Annelida. Classification of phylum Annelida. So, phylum Annelida has been divided into 4 different classes. Okay, the first class 1, is known as Polychaeta. In Greek language, poly refers to many, chaete refers to bristles. Polychaeta, many bristles, bristle-like structures are there. Bristles are nothing but here setae. These are used for locomotion. So in earthworm we discussed how setae are used for locomotion. So here also setae are present. Their number is many. More number of setae are present here. And they are present on parapodia. So look here. This is these are parapodia. Lateral extensions of the body wall bear setae, bristles. So bristles number is more. Therefore, such animals, annelidans, come under class Polychaetae. Okay. So Polychaeta are marine and carnivorous. They are marine. They live in salt water. And they are carnivores. They feed on other small animals like small larvae, then crustaceans. Okay, unicellular organisms. They feed on them. So these are carnivores. Body is elongated and segmented. Look here. This area is elongated and it is segmented. Can you see a segment? These are the segments. Due to the presence of lateral transverse flows, the body can be divided into segments. Segments are there. So annuli are there. Therefore, these are called annelidans. True segmentation started from Annelida onwards. Body is elongated and segmented. Head consists of prostomium and peristomium. So this part is head region. This part is prostomium and this is peristomium. Peristomium is the first segment, first ring present around the mouth, and this is called peristomium. Prostomium, in front of mouth, body is extended. That part is called as prostomium. So head has prostomium and peristomium, and bears eyes, tentacles, cirri, and pulps. Eyes are here, tentacles are present, peristomial cirri are there. All these are present in the head region. Such type of head was not seen in earthworm. In earthworm, such well-developed head is not present. Okay, but here in the Polychaetae, at the head region, these sensory structures are present. Setae are numerous. They are numerous and are borne on lateral prominences of body wall, known as parapodia. Lateral prominences of body called parapodia. These are parapodia. Can you see it? So these are parapodia. On parapodia, setae are present. Setae are bristle-like structures, stiff, needle-like structures. They are used for locomotion. Next, clitellum is absent. So clitellum is present in earthworm. Clitellum is present in earthworm. Look here, this is earthworm. So this is earthworm. Earthworm. Okay. This earthworm has clitellum. The entire elongated body can be divided into three parts in earthworm. This part is called clitellum, and this part where the clitellum is present called clitellar region. The part of the earthworm which comes earlier to the clitellum is known as pre-clitellar region, and the part of the body comes after clitellar region called post-clitellar region. Post-clitellar region. So clitellum is the part of the earthworm which has thick muscular body wall, and it has glandular cells which secrete mucus-like secretion, and this secretion is used for preparing egg case in earthworm. Such clitellum is absent in Polychaetae. It is not there. No formation of egg cocoons. Oothecae in polychaetes. So clitellum is absent. Cirri or bronchi or both may be present as cirri, bronchi, or both may be present for respiration. So respiration in case of polychaetes occurs through cirri or branchiae or both. Okay. So in case of earthworm, there are no such the structures for respiration. Their respiration occurs through general body surface, moistened body surface, body wall. Then coelom is spacious. Coelom is present. It is spacious, usually divided by intersegmental septa. Similar type of arrangement was present in earthworm also. Then alimentary canal is provided with reversible buccal region and protrusible pharynx. Protrusible pharynx is there. Such arrangement is not found in earthworm. Some part of earlier part of the alimentary canal is averted through the mouth to suck the food organisms. Right? Yes, that is there in the polychaetes. Next, excretory organs. Excretory organs are nephridia. They are segmentally arranged. So in earthworm also, nephridia are there. Segmentally arranged nephridia, which take part in the excretion of nitrogenous waste. Okay. Then sexes separated. This is very important. In polychaetes, sexes are separate, but in oligochaeta, earthworm, sexes are united, hermaphrodite. Here, sexes separate. Male is separate, female is separate. Sexes separate, fertilization external. Fertilization is external. Outside the body, fusion of male and female gametes occur. Free swimming. Larval stage is there. Larval stage, trophophore larval stage is there. Therefore, the development in Nereis or in the polychaetes is indirect. Not direct, it is indirect because it has ciliated trophophore larva. Okay? But in oligochaeta, direct development is there. No larval stage. But here, larval stage is there. So, example Nereis. This is the Nereis. Nereis present in shallow sea water. Okay, they prepare their burrow. They are nocturnal. They come out of their burrow during night time. During breeding season, they swim towards the surface of the water. At the surface of the water, they float for cooperation purpose, spawning. So these are Nereis. Nereis, they are Parapodia are there, Setae are there, clearly, little to some extent. Developed head is seen, okay, sexes are separate. All these are, advancement in the body organization of the animals. So this is about first class of phylum Annelida. So we can study the next class. Okay. Okay. The next class 2 is Oligochaeta. So it has been derived from Greek language. In Greek language, oligos refers to few. Chaetae means setae. Few setae are present. In first class, in Polychaeta, more number of setae are present, but whereas here, few number of setae are present. Therefore, their group is referred as Oligochaeta. Number 1, mostly terrestrial or some freshwater forms. Mostly terrestrial. Some are freshwater forms. Body with conspicuous external and internal segmentation. Body is segmented. That segmentation can be seen externally as well as internally. Okay? Distinct head, eyes, and tentacles are absent. Whereas in case of Polychaeta, they were present, but here distinct head, eyes, tentacles are absent. Parapodia are absent. Yes, parapodia are also lacking. But in Nereis, in Polychaetae, the parapodia are present. Here parapodia are lacking. Setae are usually arranged segmentally. See, these are setae. In between the segments, intersegmental region, row of setae are present. Then clitellum is usually present. Clitellum. Yes, this is the clitellum. Clitellum is a region, I told you, where the glandular cells are present, and these glandular cells secrete gelatinous material which is used for making toothache, egg case in earthworms. Pharynx is not eversible, and without jaws, it is not eversible. But in case of Polychaetae, it is eversible. Hermaphrodite, that is, sexes are united. Bisexual. These are bisexual. Hermaphrodites. Earthworms are bisexual. Both male as well as female reproductive structures are present in the same individual. Development is direct and takes place within cocoons secreted by clitellum. So development is direct. No larval stage. Okay? And see, though both male and female reproductive organs are present in the same individual, self-fertilization doesn't occur. Cross-fertilization is the rule here. For fertilization, it has to depend on other one. So this is how the general characters are. Oligochaeta, we can observe. See, example, earthworm. This is earthworm. Earthworm is cylindrical, elongated. It is terrestrial. It lives in the moist burrow. Whenever burrows are filled with water, they come out of their burrows, and you can see during rainy season they are crawling on the land surface because of the filling up of the burrows. Okay, so body is cylindrical, can be divided into three regions: pre-clavicular, clavicular, and post-clavicular. So segmentation is there clearly. Metamerical segmentation is seen. Then you can see on the dorsal surface, then ventral surface, on 13th segment, female genital cord is there, and on 18th segment, male genital cords are present. Two male genital cords are present, and these are papillae, genital papillae. So genital papillae are present on 17th and 19th segment. 17th segment, and this one is 19th segment. 14, 15, 16 segments have platellar region. Okay? So at the posterior end, the anus is present, and the anterior mouth is present. Mouth is surrounded by peristomium. Above the mouth, dorsally, small projection is there, tongue-like projection, that is called prostomium. Okay? So the entire body is annulated, segmented. So this is about second class of phylum Annelida. So in the next class we shall see other two classes of phylum Annelida. Thank you.